So this video is in response to a question that I've just been asked. My opinion on whether or not steroids are required in order to get big. So the first part of the answer is going to be defining what big actually means. The term in itself is absolutely relative to one person. It may mean being my height, 5'9", standing at 260, 270, even up to 300 pounds. To another person, it may mean that same height at maybe 175 to 190. So it really depends on what your interpretation of big is. The next part of the answer is each person has a genetic potential that needs to be acknowledged. Not everyone can develop muscle the same. And so to compare yourself to another in that regard is a mistake, in my opinion. The best way to go about achieving your fitness goals is to work with what you have. Be realistic with your own self as far as your genetic potential, as far as your ability, as far as the amount of time that you're able to allocate to this hobby of yours. So you should not really be so concerned with how another person achieved their size, because their size is not going to reflect your size when it comes to genetic potential. Now, common knowledge, I think common knowledge is that you need steroids. You have to have steroids to get big. But I'll use myself as an example to refute that. If some of you watched some of my other videos, I opened up and gave a lot of my story as far as my past and my experiences, some of which were in jails and in prisons. In those type environments, many of us put on a lot of weight and a lot of clean size, a lot of muscle. And we did so by just working hard and consistently and eating. That's the key. I mean, that's really what the limitation is going to boil down to, is your food intake. For me, I looked at it as an opportunity in my life that would likely never come again, in the sense that I can just let myself get as big as I can and experiment. And so that's what I did during that time. And I was able to gain over 70 pounds while I was away. And there were no steroids, no supplements, nothing. It was just force feeding, and I would really, eat whatever was available to me. It was a loaded carbs diet, very high carbs. I would drink a lot of milk, and I would just eat as much as I can, and we would work out every day. So I think that misconception really needs to be addressed. Just because people achieve great physiques using steroids doesn't mean that the steroids are required. What it really means is that these people have decided to take a shortcut and get to that end result a little bit faster. And I don't hold anything against them for that. That's fine. Everyone's entitled to do whatever's good for them. But the answer is, it is achievable. Yes, you can get big. You can put on significant size and look very muscular to other people. And you can do so without any drug intervention if you're willing to pay the price. As with all things in life, there is a price to be paid. And in this case, the price is sacrifice. Sacrifice on what you eat, sacrifice on what you do, sacrifice on how you train. So I hope that gives you a good answer. Thanks.